Good morning. I'm Monique Ruffin, your Moon Mama. How are you doing today? Today is June 11th, Tuesday. Tuesday is the Mars Day. It's the day of Mars, and Mars is the planet that governs our ability to take action, to be assertive, and it also governs our sexuality, like who we're attracted to. Like how we sort of move into our sexual connections and attractions. So depending on where Mars is in your chart, you can see like it shows up. Like for instance, I have Mars in Leo, and I'm usually attracted to people who have that sort of big energy, that I like powerful, energetic, that sort of Leo energy, because I have Mars in Leo. So that's where my attractions usually take me. But today we're talking about the moon, and the moon is in Libra. And Libra is the energy where we move into our relationship to the other. And it really is this opportunity to notice what shows up in our lives and how we are in relationship to it. So if a person that you are connected to shows up, you have to understand immediately that that person is reflecting you in somehow, in some way. Now, where Libra is concerned, polarities show up, and you see the symbol of Libra is the scale, right? And so oftentimes we polarize in Libra. So you might experience people who are triggering the things that really frustrate you and kind of piss you off, or make you feel inadequate, or feel unappreciated. And the opportunity here is to see what you're seeing, right? It's to be aware of what you are seeing. So if you are connected to someone, or having an experience at work, and you are feeling frustrated or unappreciated, you have to notice that you are feeling frustrated and unappreciated. Not that someone is making you feel frustrated and unappreciated, because that is what our tendency is. We usually blame our feelings on another person or an experience. But what we have to understand is that our feelings come from inside of us. Our own understanding or patterning creates what we're feeling. So in this moon with Libra, what you do is you say, okay, I'm feeling this thing. I'm feeling frustrated. I'm feeling even loved. I'm feeling really happy. And then you just allow, if you're feeling a feeling of frustration, you feel it, you allow yourself to feel it, and then you call in the opposite energy. That's how you balance the scale. You call in the opposite of what might be considered an undesirable energetic. But this is the power of alchemy. If you're having the experience of feeling completely connected and joyful, you just allow that to be. You allow it, you see how you can expand it, you appreciate it. But the gift is to appreciate everything, right? Like when I was a Christian growing up, there was this scripture that said something like, Paul, I learned to abound, and I learned to abase, and in all things I count it all joy. That's the power of Libra, to count it all joy, because when you can take something that feels frustrating, or anger making, or isolating, and find joy in it, you totally alchemize it in that moment into another experience. The other thing that's going on here right now is that Libra, the moon is going to be in opposition to Chiron, and Chiron is our wounds. It's the thing in us that, the wounded healer. It's the place where we, took on a wound in our psyche, and where we are now responsible to heal it. So I noticed for myself, I've been feeling kind of heavy, feeling kind of like needy. I was hanging out with my lover yesterday, and he was talking about whatever, and I just was weeping. And I was like, I know you think I'm so weird, but I couldn't help it because the moon was in opposition to my wound. So the weeping was just a function of my emotions because the moon is in opposition to my Chiron, which is in Aries, the wounded healer. So I was feeling a sense of, I just was feeling sadness. And so I just allowed it to come. I didn't judge it. I didn't make myself wrong. I didn't make myself weird. And he was sitting there talking about whatever he was talking about. And I was just crying. And that was it. And then we made love and it was over with, you know? And so, but the energy, just moving those energies through us and allowing those energies to flow is a really incredible way to heal or to alchemize by not judging it, allowing it, and trusting that even this too shall pass. And in doing so, guess what? It passes and it transforms and it gives you power to be more yourself, to be more empowered in those experiences that are wounding or triggering or traumatizing. You learn how to alchemize it in the midst of experiencing it, and in doing so, you change it forever. So, happy moon in Libra. I am starting my next course, the Moon Manifestation course. We're going to be working with the new moon in Cancer and the full moon in Capricorn. These are really dynamic energies. I encourage you to join the work in my profile link here. This energy is about nurturing, but it's also about early childhood agreements and foundations and structures. So those things that you picked up in your early childhood, this is the month that you want to come to these experiences and renegotiate these energies, literally by changing your mind, setting new intentions, and reframing the way that you've been with them previously. Same for Capricorn full moon. So your relationship to your mother is Cancer. Your relationship to your father is Capricorn. Some astrologies flip it and call it backwards, but it's still an opportunity to create new patterns here. So you want to join this class now. So I encourage you to visit my link. It's $57 for the month. It starts on the 26th. But you can get registered now and we can get you ready so that you'll be ready by the time that the class starts. And that's it. So if anyone would like to get a reading for the new moon or the full moon, they're $77. Natal chart readings, I've been doing them all week. And I'm just really grateful to be able to be of service in this way. And my name is Monique Ruffin. I'm your moon mama. It's my pleasure to serve you. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Use this day to balance the energy, to let go of your judgments, to allow whatever you're feeling to be felt. And then in the midst of it, when you feel like you can, call in the opposite energy to balance it out. And that is the scale of Libra. Hold the center, and alchemize your entire experience internally and externally. Peace and blessings. I'm your moon mama, Monique Ruffin. Bye-bye.